back to my channel and welcome to Winnies and Wishes, the 12 days of Christmas. Although really it's the 10 days of Christmas because I've missed 2 and I'm not going to catch up on them. But that's just life. As you can see, everything is frozen, it is icy, the snow has turned to ice. So the boy is stuck out. He was stuck in yesterday because I couldn't get him out. Managed to get him out this morning and he's gonna stay out because I'd rather he was out than in. On to today's video. I am going to be showing you some of the stuff I've been doing with Pedro over the Christmas holidays. It's not been a huge amount, but we have made a start, made a headway into getting back into work. I'm just going to share a bit of that with you, a few clips, a little bit of voiceover, and let you know how we're getting on. Over the past few weeks, we've been focusing a lot on the basics, just reintroducing Pedro to the exercises that he used to do all the time before he had his little break. I always start off every session by just walking him around the space so he gets used to it a bit, and so I get comfortable in the space too. Really, it's for both of us, the kind of initial walking about. It's been really nice to see that Pedro's remembered all of the exercises that we used to do before. The first session we just completely worked on the exercises that he's really good at. So flexion left and right and moving around me in a circle, a little bit of back up and some head lowering. This was the second session and I started to add in a little bit of lateral work with him. So just getting him to move his shoulders away from me and moving his hind end away from me as well. Hind end he's really good at, shoulders he finds a bit more difficult. I've been using a combination of exercises from Amelia Newcomb, from her Groundwork Essentials course and her 30 Days to Round challenge. I really like these exercises and how she explains them and describes them, and it's all very gentle, it's all very soft, which is what Pedro responds to best. This is just him moving around me in a circle. He got a little bit excited here, so kind of whizzed round a bit. We try to keep everything nice and calm and slow and remind him that he does not need to be spinning around me in a circle. I think this way was maybe slightly better. The weather then changed. I'm just showing Pedro here why he is not going out to the field and is in fact just going to be walking up and down the barn aisle for a little bit. Yeah, I just do this walking up and down just to loosen him off because he's been in his stable for quite some time. So I did this in the morning and in the afternoon. This was the afternoon, so he'd already done all of this that morning. But yeah, up and down a wee bit. He is a little bit like, what's going on? But he's so good. He just happily does it. And then we crack on and do a little bit more groundwork. So this is kind of sort of a longer session and I've kept most of it in so you can see. So this is the lateral flexion left and right, and it's just getting him to follow the feel of the rope. In the bridle, it's getting him to follow the feel of the rein. But yeah, you can do it rope halter or bridle. He's actually following my hand at this point. Yeah, he's never done that before. He just decided he wanted to follow my hand.
You're too good.
And then we do a bit of back up. I was just trying a different way to get him to back up, just wiggling the rope a bit. It's not the best rope. It's got a clip on the end. It'd be better if it was just attached directly to the halter, but I don't have one of those ropes, so we work with what we've got. So I was kind of trying to shake the loose end rather than shake the end that's attached onto the halter. But he moves back really well from just a little light backwards pressure on the nose. It's not even really pressure, it's just me moving the little knot under the rope halter, just moving it back a bit, and he will move backwards. and then hand forward asks him to move on, and then this is getting him to circle. Now this space realistically was far too small to get him to circle in, but he is stepping away from me sometimes. That he was stepped into me there, but there he stepped away from me. So he did actually do really, really well in this little small space. But you got to use what you've got, and I think that's like a really important thing. We can all wish we had better facilities. We had this, we had that, we had the other, but actually you've just got to use what you've got. So yeah, I'm just walking him back up to the top and turning around and coming back down, and we're going to do a few more exercises. I think we're going to do turning again, but going the other way. I think we're going to circle him the other way potentially. I would remember thinking I would really enjoyed this session. Actually, he was really, really light on the rope. Most of the time I didn't have much tension in the rope at all. I'm learning as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just bumbling along and trying my best, and he is very, very patient with me, which is good. He's a very, very good boy. Okay. That's it. Step away.
The plan is, once the ice finally thaws, which I think is probably going to be about another week at least, the plan is that I will start adding in some different exercises into our wee routine, just to keep it nice and fresh for him and for me as well. We get a bit bored doing the same stuff all the time. It's the same as when you're riding them. You like to mix up different exercises. He's got his favourite ones, and we'll always do the ones he finds easy, just because it's a nice brain break for him to do the easy ones in between doing more difficult ones.
Out onto there.
I think here I was just discussing with him whether I would take him out onto the yard for a wee walk to try, and I did. So you can see how icy it is. But yeah, I took him out just to test it really, but it was really a bit too icy, but we did get out for a little wander. He got his toes nice and cold. And he had a mooch about just to the right. We go left, but then to the right there's an area up the side of the barn where in the summer I bath him. So I went up into that area, and it was all kind of quite soft snow up there. So he had a wee snuffle around there, a wee mooch around there, and it just got him out. You can see how careful he's being. He is very, very careful on the ice. He's a very good boy. And then he was back in, and I think we do a little bit more. I think we do actually, yeah, because he gets a little bit tense at one point. So we did head lowering here. So this is just me putting a little bit of pressure on his paw, so just between his ears. I think my hand's maybe slightly too far back. And just putting a little bit of pressure and getting him to lower his head, trying to get him to lower it and keep it down for longer than, a nanosecond. He did do it eventually there.
Good boy.
But then, you see, yeah, he hears people out on the yard doing crunchy things. We have some kisses. And then when I walk him away, he's like, hang on, what is going on over there? Kisses for the good boy.
Shall we go and tie you up and muck you out?
But yeah, there, he gets a little bit, and you can just see his tail goes up. He gets tense. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I actually do a little bit of head lowering with him, a little bit of flexion left and right, just until everything just all calms down. And I keep my voice nice and calm for him. And yeah, he's like, oh, right, yeah, okay, that's fine. Nothing worrying going on there then. And he just calmly walks back up to his stable.
So that has been our Christmas holiday as far as working goes, hasn't it, my love? Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with the goals video. It's all sorted, it's organised. I've got it all planned out. The goals video will be tomorrow. See you later. Bye.